Nicki Minaj fans are like, they're like cancer. Keep coming back. It's like stage 4. They think I'm like on Cardi B's side. And I'm like, no, I'm not on Cardi B's side. Like, Cardi B's just not an asshole. And I could talk to her like a human. Anytime I've spoke to Nicki Minaj, she's threatened to kill me.
DJ Akademiks made a statement about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B that he probably regrets right now, because what started as a simple opinion on his stream turned into a full-blown internet war with Cardi, firing back in ways nobody expected. And by the time the dust settled, Akademiks was backtracking. Fans were at each other's throats, and the entire hip-hop community had picked sides. Let me walk you through exactly how this went down, because it's messier than you think. It started on Akademiks' Twitch stream, like most hip-hop drama does these days. He was talking about female rappers, ranking them, doing what he always does. Then he said it. He claimed Nicki Minaj is in a completely different league from Cardi B, that Cardi could never accomplish what Nicki has in music. He said Nicki knows she's a legend and that the comparison shouldn't even exist. The way he said it, with that casual confidence like it was just an obvious fact everyone should accept, that's what set everything off. Now everybody knows Nicki's impact on hip-hop is undeniable. She's been dominating since 2009, influenced an entire generation of female rappers, and her catalog is stacked with classics.
I want y'all to listen to this.
Nothing is off limits. I hate when some people come at me and it's like, oh, Cardi, why you coming at people's kids for?
Bring it back.
But I'm my mother's kid.
The other night, I was a part of something so mortifying and so humiliating.
From Super Bass to Anaconda to Chun-Li, she's given us anthem after anthem. Her pen game is respected across the industry. Her versatility, switching between pop hooks and hard-hitting bars, changed what people thought female rappers could do. Nobody's arguing that. Nicki earned her legend status through years of consistency and breaking down doors that were closed to female rappers before her. But the way Akademiks framed it, like Cardi's achievements were somehow inferior or less valid, that's where people had a problem. Because Cardi's been breaking records too. Bodak Yellow made her the first solo female rapper to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in nearly 2 decades. Her debut album went triple platinum. She won a Grammy for Best Rap Album, the first solo woman to do that. She has multiple diamond-certified singles. Her tours sell out arenas worldwide.
This person trying to make me feel so bad about myself. And I'm arguing back and forth with them on my kid's birthday. And when I sit back and it's like, I can't believe I let this ruin my kid, my day. And it was my kid's day. So certain things you gotta tell yourself, like, it's like, you can't let certain shit online.
So when Akademiks said she could never reach Nicki's level, it felt dismissive. Like all of that didn't count. Like her path to success was somehow less legitimate because it looked different from Nicki's. And Cardi saw the clip. According to people close to her, she was furious. Not just annoyed, actually angry. Because this wasn't the first time someone had downplayed her success by comparing her to Nicki. It's been happening since Bodak Yellow dropped in 2017. Every time Cardi hits a milestone, there's always someone saying, but Nicki did it first, or Nicki's pen game is better, or Cardi's just lucky. It's exhausting. It's like no matter what she accomplishes, there's always an asterisk next to it in some people's minds. And coming from Akademiks, someone who built his career off covering hip-hop beef and stirring drama between artists, it felt especially calculated.
Cardi shit is heat.
Yeah.
It takes my excitement out of it if we're not gonna get bars and y'all gonna just be below the belt.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Even when they were going back and forth about record sales and judge yourself against your peers and all that, whether I agree or disagree.
Now that's where I want to. That's where I want to.
That to me, that's the conversation I want to be a part of.
This is the same guy who's commentated on every major rap feud in the past decade. He knows exactly what gets people talking. He understands the algorithm, understands engagement, understands controversy. So for him to act like he was just innocently stating his opinion felt disingenuous to a lot of people. Sources said Cardi was venting to her team, saying Akademiks was a corny instigator who profits off women beefing. And honestly, she's not wrong. Akademiks has made a whole brand out of commentating on rap feuds, often adding fuel to the fire. He's there for every controversy, every diss track, every social media spat. So for him to make this comparison between Cardi and Nicki, knowing full well it would spark debate and get his name trending, it felt like strategy more than opinion. But here's what made it worse. Cardi had already been dealing with a lot of public scrutiny.
You don't have to care for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give you no money. I don't help you out. I don't do anything for you. I just make you laugh and entertain you. And if that's good enough for me, then you should care. If I don't entertain you, then you shouldn't care. You should move on with your life.
She'd recently gone at it with the Shade Room over how they were covering her, accusing them of using her name for clicks and twisting her words. She'd been trying to stay out of unnecessary drama, focusing on her music and her family. But this comment from Akademiks, it hit a nerve, because it wasn't just about comparisons anymore. It was about respect, about whether people were willing to acknowledge what she'd built on her own terms without constantly measuring it against someone else's ruler. So Cardi went live. She didn't mention Akademiks by name, but everyone knew who she was talking about. Her tone said it all. She talked about being tired of being people's punching bag, tired of blogs disrespecting her, tired of people acting like she didn't earn everything she has. She said, "I'm human too," with this exhaustion in her voice that felt real, not performative, just genuinely fed up. You could hear the frustration that had been building for years.
That y'all take pictures of videos of me with no makeup while I'm in motion and be like, oh, look how Cardi, she looks so weird without no makeup. This is me with no makeup. No filter. You could see all the, the little blemishes on my face. Shit, you could see my lips so chapped. I've been biting it all night. I just woke up 20 minutes ago.
The constant comparisons, the constant questioning of her legitimacy, the constant need to prove herself over and over again. And the internet immediately connected the dots. The timing was too perfect. Akademiks had just made his comments hours earlier, and now Cardi was live talking about disrespect and tired energy. Fans started flooding the comments saying, "She's talking about Akademiks. You can hear it in her voice. He just poked the wrong one." Within minutes, clips from her live were being posted everywhere. Everyone was dissecting every word, every pause, every facial expression. And that's when social media exploded. Team Nicki started defending Akademiks, saying he was just speaking facts and that Nicki's legacy is untouchable. They brought up Nicki's longevity, her influence on the culture, her ability to wrap circles around most of the industry. They posted videos of Nicki's best verses, her most iconic performances, her groundbreaking moments.
Yeah, they both went to hell on each other. Crazy. And this is why Cardi should have never responded to Nicki. Yeah. And a lot of this is social media's fault because y'all love to say lyrics be about people that they don't be about. Cardi just confirmed she wasn't shooting at Nicki on none of them lyrics.
Yeah, she did confirm that. I mean, and I will say too, though, even with social media and what people like to say, I feel like if Nicki is posting that.
They reminded everyone that Nicki was the first female rapper to go diamond, that she's had more Billboard Hot 100 entries than any other female rapper in history. All valid points, all true. Team Cardi fired back with receipts. They posted Cardi's chart stats, her Grammy win, her diamond plaques, her sold-out tours. They reminded people that Cardi climbed to the top without industry connections, without a major label machine behind her at first, without years of build-up. She went from love and hip-hop to the top of the Billboard charts in less than a year. That's not luck. That's skill, timing, and undeniable charisma. They argued that Cardi's relatability is part of her power, that she represents a different kind of success story that's just as valid as Nicki's. One fan tweeted, "Why do people act like there can only be one queen? Nicki paved the way, Cardi ran with it. Both can win." And that tweet went viral because it captured what a lot of people were thinking. This isn't about who's better. It's about why we constantly pit successful women against each other instead of celebrating them both. Why can't hip-hop have multiple successful female rappers without forcing them into competition? Male rappers have been coexisting for decades without this kind of constant comparison. But the comparisons didn't stop there. Fans started pulling up old tweets from Akademiks where he praised Nicki and dismissed other female rappers. One tweet from 2018 resurfaced where he said, "Nicki paved the way for all these new girls, but none of them are touching her pen." Another one from 2019 where he questioned whether Cardi even writes her own raps, a criticism that's been debunked multiple times. Fans screenshot all of these and flooded his mentions with, "Still stuck in 2018, and you've been hating on Cardi since day one." The receipts painted a picture of someone who had a clear bias. Meanwhile, Cardi's fan base, the Bardi Gang, went to war. They spammed Akademiks' posts with clown emojis, red heels, and comments like, "Cardi made history, don't play with her."
Okay, so you can understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, listen, one person could have a reasonable conversation with you, and me and her have disagreed a lot. Hey, this is what I think. Whatever. All right, I see. Cool, but we're gonna leave it at the conversation.
They started trending hashtags like Akademiks is over party and respect Cardi. Some even made side-by-side comparisons of Cardi and Nicki's accomplishments. not to tear Nicki down, but to prove that Cardi's success is just as valid. All the data was there and the blogs ate it up. The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, the Neighborhood Talk, they all posted about it. Headlines like Cardi B responds to DJ Akademiks' shade and Cardi sends warning to commentators were everywhere. Every gossip platform had a take, and the comment sections were pure chaos. It was messy, loud, and exactly what the internet lives for. Then Akademiks tried to backtrack. On his next stream, he claimed people were twisting his words. He said, "I didn't say it to diss Cardi. I just said Nicki's impact is different." Cardi got hits too, no doubt. "Y'all are putting words in my mouth." He tried to play it off like the internet had misunderstood him. But fans weren't buying it. They said he knew exactly what he was doing, that he said what he said to get a reaction, to stir the pot, to get views. Because that's what he does. That's his entire business model. And this time, it worked. His name was trending worldwide, but so was Cardi's, and she was controlling the narrative. Because here's the thing about Cardi, she knows how to flip a situation. Instead of going on a long rant or making it a back and forth, she let her actions speak. She posted a cryptic tweet that night. It said, "Funny how people act like they know what I can't do. Watch me." No tags, no names, just pure confidence. And that tweet got over 500,000 likes in an hour. Everyone knew it was aimed at Akademiks, but she didn't give him the satisfaction of a direct response. She just made her statement and kept it moving.
Nicki Minaj, yo, I know too much about your family. I could really do this. Yo, you're gonna have to holler at this. I know where you live at. Come on now. Like, it's a whole different thing. But from what I know about their issue, Cardi don't care like that. If you look at all of these issues, it's coming from the old chick in the room.
The next morning, she posted a photo on Instagram. No caption, just her in the studio, looking unbothered, focused, with her middle finger ring glinting under the light. The message was clear: while y'all are talking, I'm working. The comments went wild. She's dropping a diss track. Akademiks just woke the demon. Cardi's about to remind everyone who she is. And whether she's actually dropping new music or not, she's not bothered. She's working, and she's going to let her success do the talking. By that point, Akademiks had gone quiet on Twitter. After talking all that noise on stream, he suddenly had nothing to say. Even his usual trolls weren't defending him anymore. That told fans everything they needed to know. Cardi got under his skin, and the internet started dragging him even harder. People started calling him DJ Apple Drinks, making jokes about him always being tipsy on stream and saying wild stuff. Memes started circulating with Cardi's face captioned, "When Akademiks forgets who really runs the charts." It became a full roast session. But behind all the jokes and the memes, there was a deeper conversation happening. People started pointing out how Akademiks and other commentators constantly pit female rappers against each other. But they never do the same with men. One viral post said, "He never said Drake could never be like Jay-Z, so why say that about Cardi and Nicki?" And that resonated with a lot of people. Male rappers are allowed to coexist, to have different lanes, to both be successful without constant comparisons. But female rappers are always forced into this narrative where only one can be on top. Fans started calling it out. They said the industry loves to see women clash because it keeps the gossip blogs fed and the engagement high. And Akademiks, whether intentionally or not, plays into that. He thrives on chaos. But this time, he underestimated how protective fans are of Cardi. Because while she's had her share of controversies, she's also one of the most relatable artists out there. People watched her go from stripping to pay her bills to winning Grammys. They see themselves in her hustle. So when someone disrespects that journey, they take it personally. Industry insiders started whispering that this whole situation might actually be good for Cardi. Word is, she's been sitting on new music for a while. And some people think she's using this drama as fuel to relaunch. The hashtag Cardi season started trending out of nowhere, and fans were already predicting that she's about to drop something big. Whether that's true or not, the buzz is there. And in the music industry, buzz is everything. By the end of the week, the energy had completely shifted. Akademiks' name had fallen off the trending list, but Cardi stayed right there. Every meme, every conversation, every headline was still about her. She had successfully turned what could have been a negative situation into a moment that reminded everyone why she's still relevant, still powerful, still a force in the culture. And here's what even her critics can't deny. Cardi doesn't have to out-rap anyone to win. Her power has always been in her presence, her ability to control the culture. Every time someone tries to dim her light, she finds a way to shine brighter. She's not just a rapper, she's a brand, a cultural force, someone who knows how to turn negativity into momentum. Akademiks thought he was throwing shade. Instead, he gave her the perfect spotlight. He handed her a moment to remind everyone who she is and what she's capable of. And if you ask Cardi about him now, she'd probably just laugh and say, "Who? Oh, that podcast dude." Because at the end of the day, she didn't just win the argument. She owned the entire narrative. The crown isn't about who raps better. It's about who controls the conversation. And right now, Cardi B is holding the mic, the camera, and the timeline. So what do you think? Did Akademiks cross the line, or was he just stating his opinion? Does the constant comparison between female rappers help or hurt the culture? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you made it this far, hit that subscribe button because the drama never stops. I'll see you in the next one.